We are back, everybody, coming to you live at the Grandview Pickleball Club in Newmarket, Ontario. This is the Metropolitan Split. We're in the latter half of this fourth season in the Canadian National Pickleball League, featuring the top players in Canada and some amazing players also from the U.S.
Yes, we have Harnandan-Wang in with Bruno Faletto on the side of the Grand River Rapids. And the dynamic duo Ernesto and Louis Charles on the side of the Lions. Okay.
Darrin going straight on at Ernesto Fajardo.
A little speed up right off the bat there. And Sarah, these two teams played yesterday, the first match of the day. And just looking at yesterday, Lucas and Bruno played against these two and won their game. But today we have Darrin in for Lucas. We'll see if there will be any difference here. Darrin is on fire so far, that's for sure.
He looks dialed in for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He got a nice dig on the baseline. Took an out ball, but made quick work of it anyway. Right, and the Grand River Rapids did walk away with the overall win yesterday, 3-1.
Okay, the Rapids are flying around, like full swings out of the air. Lots of firepower coming from them so far.
And we do know that the Montreal Lions are slow starters, this men's team. They don't take their timeouts too quickly. You know, even down 5, they're not even questioning if they should take a timeout just yet.
Yep. Yeah, you have to know Darrin's going to attack all of those balls that are sitting above the net. He's got such great hands, so even if that ball comes back, he feels confident in his hand speed.
And I was just watching Ernesto only in that last rally, and he was there. His paddle was ready. It's the angle. Like I think there's pressure for him to not push back with any height. And so he's really shut down the angle of his paddle. But that's a miss he can't make right there, that third shot.
Yep. A lot of balls going to Ernesto so far in this game.
Nice pickup, Harnandan-Wang.
Yeah, he's had a bunch of really nice pickups, kind of like right between his legs at his feet area.
Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. You give Ernesto any room to swing. You know, he just needs a little bit of a setup.
Yep. Little lob serve. Lob serve. Oh, no, not again, Sarah.
Oh. We're okay.
Yep,
we'll be okay.
We're okay. I only got 10 hours of sleep. I should have got 11.
Let me tell you, there was a whole discussion earlier just how amazed I am with the amount of sleep you get.
9-2, 1 minute.
All right, we have a timeout called. The score is 9-2, I believe. Yes, 9-2 for Grand River Rapids. So quite the lead off the bat. I think we've seen a lot of errors on the side of Ernesto so far. Like we mentioned, Sarah, you mentioned that they're typically slow starters. So I'm sure those errors will get cleaned up soon. But I think Rapids are just putting so much pressure and so much pace on the ball and on perfect angles, like you mentioned. So what are they going to do when they come back?
And if they can make a run to get back up into the score here, is it going to be enough, or are the Rapids too deep into the score, too far ahead, where it'll really make it much of a difference? Yesterday, we saw Louis Charles making a few uncharacteristic mistakes. Today, right now, we're seeing Ernesto You know, we've seen these boys gel so well together. And look at this, a side switch.
Already, yep. We do see this sometimes too. We saw this yesterday as well. Ernesto and Louis Charles switching sides. And I think this is a good idea, especially since we've seen so many errors from Ernesto on the left side, just to switch right away. Maybe he's not feeling the left side this morning.
It does also mean that Faletto has Ernesto in front of him to attack. So if they continue to attack Ernesto,
yeah,
it's even faster hands in front of him.
Yep. So I feel maybe perhaps the Rapids are still in a good position with this change.
Can Louis Charles keep the ball at Darrin, kind of away from Faletto? Will he get into a dinking pattern with Faletto? We saw a lot of that yesterday. Just in general from the Rapids. It'd be interesting to see.
Time in. 9-2.
Yeah. Dinking pattern to Faletto.
Sarah, you know what you're talking about. Oh, and it works out for the Lions. It's also a different look. We don't see super often. We see people throw it in, but Ernesto in front of Bruno and putting that ball to his backhand could potentially be a danger zone for that Ernie or that ATP
Exactly.
attempt that we just saw as well.
And what I'm seeing here from Louis Charles is just really good composure. There was a high net cord, you know. At other times, he could have possibly tried to attack it. He actually went for the reset, and it set him up for the forehand winner. So good.
Yeah, and there's that angle that you mentioned, like that just can't be attacked at the knee area of Ernesto. It's got to be a reset.
And I'm not so sure that the Lions should be pushing the wide angles here. That would put pressure on Ernesto to cover the middle.
Hey, Bruno's happy with that one by the sounds of it.
He's like, yes, he's very proud of that moment. Yeah.
He's got to maintain his #1 standing in the league. Okay. Bruno is fired up, and that is quite the...
You know that these refs are coming together just...
Yeah, like maybe that's a little much, perhaps.
Or just clean up the language, probably. That's all
Okay,
it
I
is.
didn't hear that part.
Even though he's cheering on himself, I think that's probably all this is.
That was a really nice shot down the line, though. We saw that replay right there. And didn't even need to paint the line either. He had, the ball was 1 to 2 feet in. Ernesto was just covering middle so much.
Yeah, so Faletto's arguing he's saying it to himself, cheering himself on.
Yeah, and knowing Louis Charles and Ernesto, they're not bothered by this at all. I even just saw Louis Charles kind of shrug like, oh, whatever, right? But again, refs just making sure they don't necessarily, know relationships that players have together and whatnot, and making sure this is all fair and all players are, on the same page.
Okay, work to be done on the side of Montreal Lions. 5-12.
Yeah, that ball's just too high.
Yeah, nice setup from Louis Charles.
Good reset. Ooh. Ernesto going right down, trying to get that ATP. I mean, there's not a lot of space. That might have been, one of his only options in order to get that angle.
Yeah, it was a really, really good try for sure.
Yeah, if we could get a replay of that, it was kind of cool, but. Yeah. Thank you. Yep, definitely put the effort in there. Ball just trickled on the tape. Oh, the angle was definitely there too. Just couldn't belly flop fast enough. A little flamingo overhead. We saw a lot of the flamingo shots from Bruno yesterday, didn't we, Sarah?
We did. Yep.
Mostly the cross-court dinking, but
15-6.
wonder how often he's on one leg or no legs.
It's really coming for Ernesto, though. That's evident. He's getting the pop-ups from Ernesto. He's getting, more good resets from Louis Charles. So. Oh, God.
Wow. Did you see that counter from Darrin? Like way up at his chest on his backhand, too. And was still able to get it downward.
Yeah, Darrin's counter game is so good.
Yeah.
So the reason why Ernesto elected to attack Bruno in that moment is because Bruno was off balance. But look how quickly he rebalanced himself.
Oh, yeah. He recovers so quickly.
Gosh, it's just way too good.
Yeah, and I feel the boys on the Rapid side are doing such a good job with their counters and attacks of just keeping them so low. Like the Lions usually rely on their counter game as well and aren't able to, counter these balls as well without the ball going upward and rising. 18-7, Sarah, we have for the Grand River Rapids. That's quite the lead.
It's a really strong lead indeed, and like we said, even if the Montreal Lions can make a run back, is it too little too late?
Yep.
Grand River Rapids just absolutely dominating the non-volley line.
For sure. It's like a brick wall over there, like nothing is going by these two.
So each team gets 1 minute, 2 1-minute timeouts. We always talk about not leaving a timeout on the board.
Remaining timeouts, Montreal
That said, I think when you're up with this kind of a lead,
River Rapids, 2.
the only reason you'd ever take a timeout is if the other team strings together more than 2 points in a row, or you cannot close out the game sitting at 20 for a few exchanges.
Yep.
I'm in. 18-7.
Such an uncharacteristic miss from Ernesto.
Darrin's just playing solid on that right side.
He is. Well, when you've got Bruno beside you, I mean, I think you can play with a certain amount of ease.
Wow. I've never seen someone attack so much while they're charging in, and it's like successful, 98% of the time. Wow, great pickup.
Great reset,
Wow,
tweener.
it's in. Tweener. Ooh. Great grab from Ernesto, wow.
9-19.
Okay, Darrin-Wang has to stay dialed in.
It was a good speed up from Louis Charles.
10-19.
3 errors here. And he cannot let the pressure amount.
Yep.
11, 19.
Wow, what a lucky break for game point.
Yep. Definitely not the time to be missing a serve, especially when you're down this much.
Yeah.
Those are important.
20, 11. Side out, point, 12.
And like I said, we could see a timeout coming from the Rapids, even with an 8-point lead. If they don't get this point here.
Bruno trying to relieve some pressure off of Darrin here.
And this has to be a timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, oh, maybe not? Okay. We have a timeout called from the Grand River Rapids. I think at this point, I don't know what you think, Sarah, but I think Darrin just needs to do nothing fancy. Like, just get that ball over, keep it low. I like the pattern of him going cross-court forehand to Ernesto. And definitely watch for those speed-ups from Louis Charles.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is it's true. Like, I don't know how much fancy he's going. He is missing a couple of routine and so shots. So to your point, like he's putting pressure on himself to hit a perfect shot. I don't know about,
Yep.
and he's just hitting the tape.
Yeah, I just think maybe speeding the ball up at this point is not maybe the best idea for him, just to let Bruno kind of initiate the offense and whatnot. Of course, he should counter as he's so good at that, but I think we might see Bruno come over and take a few extra balls maybe at this point, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt for a second that Bruno's energy will remain high. He's going to take up a large amount of this court.
13, 20.
Yeah, Louis Charles keeps speeding the ball up on his backhand right back at him.
Yeah. Darrin knows. Darrin knows it's coming to him.
Yeah.
He just has to guess kind of which hip or which shoulder it's coming for. Unlucky, really unlucky net court for the Rapids, but
Yeah.
love to see some momentum shifting towards the Montreal Lions at the same time.
Yep. Especially after being down so much.
That drop not shallow enough, drawing the lines back up to the non-volley line. Testing the line of Faletto. A little bit of chirping. Some controversies this game, Reese.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the bench of the Grand River Rapids is saying, like, oh, Ernesto yelled, in his face, like, why can't Bruno do that? But I think the refs are saying that they heard, maybe some vulgar language coming from Bruno prior, and that's why they were upset with him. But Bruno was also disputing that, so.
I mean, both sides, they've been staring each other down between points, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some give and take happening for sure. Okay, Darrin was ready for that speed up.
Well, and like you said, the other ones he was not ready for were more on the backhand side.
Yeah. Yep.
2016.
Wow, good drive and crash from Bruno. Wow, what a fiery game and a comeback from the Montreal Lions.